with Jon Impemba and James Grande.
What's going on, FA Nation? Jon Impemba here with James Grande. Welcome into the Fantasy Alarm NBA DFS Playbook Preview Show. We are looking at the Wednesday, Emirates Cup Wednesday.
Respect the cup. Respect the cup. That's my new chant.
8 games with 10 p.m. games included, James.
I feel alive. I feel so alive having the 10 p.m. games, late night hammer. 2 hours after. Oh, John, we are so back, buddy. We are back.
Hopefully, this Wednesday slate turns out a little bit better than the Tuesday slate,
which we said about the Monday slate. But you know what? Wednesday, DFS Daily Fantasy Sports, John.
The Wizards blew out the Atlanta Hawks by 19, but it was a lot larger than that.
Was it only 19?
Yeah.
Really? I thought it was more. Yeah, I guess the Hawks had that little run with the second unit at the end there.
Yeah, but it was a blowout for most of that game. Cam Whitmore, 10 minutes of suicide runs, going down, touching the line, running back.
Yep.
50% owned, did nothing that game. And then you go and look at Orlando. Philadelphia, that's got to be a better game, right? Nope. 124-85 currently. Jalen Suggs had 32 in the first half. Didn't play the second half. Not because of blowout, because he was ejected in that game. And we're obviously, we had to wait 3.5 hours for the LA games to go up. So that game hasn't even started yet, but most likely doesn't matter. It does for some of you. I'm sure you guys had all the right pieces put together. I did not. So I'm on to the Wednesday slate here. 8 games, as we said. This is our final preview show before the Thanksgiving day off. Obviously no games there on Thanksgiving. So we'll have a live show for 5 p.m. and then we'll be back for the Friday slate. So I figured we might as well have our question of the day be Thanksgiving themed. If you guys caught the NFL Sunday live show, we talked a little Thanksgiving sides there, and I mentioned how I've never once in my life ever had stuffing. It doesn't look appealing to me, so I've never had it. We were having conversations about our favorite sides. I said macaroni and cheese is a favorite side dish of mine when it comes to Thanksgiving. There's some conversation as to whether or not macaroni and cheese is considered a side or its own just individual dish. But when it's on my plate next to the turkey, it is a side dish to the turkey. So macaroni and cheese for me. I make a really good macaroni and cheese, so a little bias there. But Grande, you're a big stuffing fan. Is stuffing your favorite side dish for Thanksgiving?
No, stuffing is great, but mac and cheese by a landslide.
Yes.
Mac and cheese stuffing. It's criminal that you don't like stuffing. I
don't know if I don't like it. Never had
true.
it.
Doesn't
seem like I would, but never know.
Very good, especially with some gravy drizzled on top. It's excellent.
That's what the comment section was telling me. The chat was telling me you got to have it with gravy, and I was like,
yeah, it's amazing with the gravy. Yeah. But mac and cheese, it's not like that has to be. Also, maybe this is a hot take. I know, like Thanksgiving, turkey, all that. Turkey. Let's move away from turkey and go to ham. All holidays should be ham. Ham is just better. Turkey is boring.
I do enjoy a good turkey. I also make a really good, like brown sugar pineapple, like glazed ham. Okay. I'm been requested quite a few times to bring that to family functions.
That's because ham's better than turkey.
Yeah, the turkey still exists. We have large family feasts, and we're also part of Italian, so we have those lasagna and the meatballs as well to go along with the turkey and all that stuff. So there's no shortage of food at these family gatherings, but for me, the macaroni and cheese is an event for a side. So
yes,
for you guys in the comment section, let me know, what is your favorite Thanksgiving side dish? Do you agree with Grande? Are you anti-turkey? Are you like me? You're just never going to try stuffing because it doesn't look good?
You're never going to try it? You're never going to try it?
I don't see a reason to try it. There's plenty of other side dishes for me to have.
It's good.
That's what you say.
I know, but This doesn't have to. You don't have to be contrarian here. You could just save that for your DFS lineups.
Yeah. Well, we do that too. So, anyways, put it in the comment section. Let us know. It is Thanksgiving. It's a fun time to talk about food, and we'll get that going with you guys here today as we kick off this slate. 8 games. Giannis, SGA, both with questionable tags, questionable-wise. SGA
is sick. Yeah, and Giannis was working out on the floor before the last game, and Doc Rivers said both him and Kevin Porter are very close to returning.
Yeah. Well, those are your top 2 guys. All 3 guys up over $11,000 may not even play in this slate, but it is the Cup.
Perspective.
So we'll see. That leads us to, obviously, SGA against Minnesota. Curry, Fox, Booker, Brunson up over $9,000. Again, usually partial to Brunson in these spots against teams like Charlotte. Where do you sit of the 9K tier?
Yeah, I wanted to pull up the Cup stuff too, because there's so many different scenarios. I think the Knicks would be eliminated if they lose and the Magic and the Pistons win. There's a lot. We're going to see big minutes out of a lot of teams with their Cup lives on the line. Obviously, you could play SGA. Didn't play in the fourth quarter again against Portland. John had 37, 7, and 5. We'll see if he plays. You can always play SGA if you want. Minnesota's defense is, that team is just.
He's going to get Jaden McDaniels, but that doesn't seem to matter. Really, it doesn't seem.
It doesn't. Nothing matters. Minnesota's defense has collapsed again, and all that.
And the Thunder are runaway the best team of all time. So.
Yeah, there's a strong case for it. I think Curry is probably a little too expensive, but he's playing extremely well. So if you want to play him in a tournament, you can. I think I would lean the other 3 below him. Like Fox, I know, has been up and down peripherally. The scoring has been tremendous.
Yeah.
They have already ruled Drew Holiday out. That makes life a lot easier for De'Aaron Fox. He will see a lot of Tumani Kamara, but I like Fox regardless. D-Book gets an elite matchup. Just didn't shoot the ball well. Was guarded by Amen Thompson for 38 minutes. That's not a fun time. Nope. Didn't play well, but I would absolutely go back to Booker against the Kings. And as you mentioned, Brunson spot. Only thing is, I think we're going to like one particular Nick more than Brunson, but that Nick,
could play them both.
Carl is going to get a lot of ownership.
Mm-hmm.
So there's obviously a case to pivot to Brunson here.
The shot volume is insane, right? So
yes.
The usage for him is pretty incredible here. So
yes,
if you get any other sort of stats out of him, you're looking pretty good. We have an under 9K LaMelo Ball. Take that for what it is. Given the mention. Wish he doesn't want to be there. Supposedly they don't want him there. Supposedly, I don't know.
Yeah, it feels very like one of those stories as old as time. Report comes out about star player wanting to be traded. Yeah. Star player has to talk to media. Yeah. Media asks star player. Star player says, "I'm happy here. I love it here." That report is false.
Hates being there. Yeah.
Then eventually that star player is traded, and no one ever talks about it again because they just talk about the trade. They don't talk about how that whole thing happens, right?
Yeah.
It's the continuous circle of the NBA drama, which is it's the best drama on TV.
It is.
But yeah, I don't know if we can play LaMelo confidently, and we're definitely not playing Rollins if Giannis is playing.
I was gonna say we had the Ryan Rollins floor game against Portland. There played 30 minutes, didn't hit a shot.
Nope.
But big pace-up spot versus Miami, so maybe
you would just. It's like if Giannis is out, I understand it, but 8,400 for Rollins if Giannis is in.
Sure. Can't really play Westbrook when you don't really know what's going to go on there, right?
There is a Schroeder injury.
Okay.
Schroeder is questionable.
So Schroeder's out, then we're in? Is that what you're saying?
Probably. I will say I'd rather play him in Thompson.
Sure, no Kevin Durant.
With no Kevin Durant, who there's some reports about why Kevin Durant's missing.
Is there? I heard it was like a family thing. Is that not true?
Yeah, he is potentially expanding his family.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, that is a report from that I saw circulating on the internet. I don't know if it's true because the internet is a cesspool of horribleness.
Yeah.
So, but if it is true, that would be cool if KD was becoming a dad.
Congrats to him and whatever Instagram model he is with,
or potentially on both those categories.
Sure. Anyways, I'm in great price at 82. Tyler Hero came back, 29 minutes, 24-7 in that game.
Didn't miss any shots.
Just came back and was a hero, right?
Dude, what do you think? Nice, John.
Hey!
Nice.
Yeah.
What do you think he felt in this new offense? First time out there, he's been like, "Holy cow, this is amazing." I'm just playing everything downhill.
He excelled. The minutes right out of the gate were awesome.
Yep.
They're obviously still without guys, right? Norm and all them are
no,
out.
Norm is probable.
Norm's probable. Didn't they say he was gonna be out for an extended time?
Yeah, and then they asked Spoelstra, and he's like, "Yeah, it's a day-to-day thing. It's not serious."
All right. Well, then I guess I had that wrong.
No. The original report was
extended time, right?
Is no timetable for a return.
Okay.
And then Spoelstra spoke to the media and was like, "Yeah,
we got a questionable Jaquez.
Yeah, questionable Jaquez, questionable Wiggins, questionable Jovic.
Is Powell now probable because everybody else is questionable? Is that what just happened, do you think?
No, he said that it wasn't serious.
Literally the same day.
No, I know. No, I know. He is listed probable.
The MRI revealed a groin strain.
Yeah, and now he's back.
Right.
But we talked about that. He left that game, played and scored 30 in both games, then was like, maybe I'll sit out one.
All right, well, can you play here at 81 if everybody's back?
It's uncomfortable, but he's their best player. I mean, offensively.
Is he? Norm's been...
That's...
Is he?
He was an all-star last year for this team. It doesn't matter. He's going to play low. He's going to probably get into the 30s in minutes. If he played 29 off an ankle fracture and surgery, he's going to play into the 30s, and it's a fun offense. So, like, I'm not saying yes. I'm not saying no. Like, you look at Hero at 81, then we have Shaedon possibly returning. I would absolutely love Shaedon Sharp if he plays at 7K. Emmanuel quickly kind of underperformed, but we know RJ Barrett's out again, and Indiana just literally can't guard anybody. They try, they just can't.
He underperformed only because one player super performed.
Yes.
So,
they had one specific player that nuked.
Yeah. Which tends to happen, like one guy.
It also kind of hurts quickly that Jamal Shed is so good. Jamal Shed leads the NBA in assist to turnover ratio this year.
That's not surprising. I'm going to go see if we got a Shed prop right now already live. Let's see.
I mean, dude, he played again.
5.5. No, it's gonna get bumped up. It's currently, if you're over on Hard Rock Bet, you can get 5.5 assists at -145.
Oh, it's
if
totally being bet up.
If you're on Underdog, you're getting the 0.78 multiplier on the 5.5.
Yeah, I mean, he played 24 minutes, was in the closing lineup, and
again, very efficient though with his assists. Now we pointed out they don't shoot threes; they are just at the rim. But he converted 7 of 10. So like, super good ratio. But that's just where he's been all year. So
yeah, it's just where he's been. But it does hurt quickly because they're putting Shed on the ball so much. I'm not saying I wouldn't play him because at 6,800, no RJ Barrett. Peripherally, he was really good. He just didn't. He was 5 of 14 the other day. Brandon Ingram took 40 shots. So
yeah,
I would still play quickly probably before I got to Tyler Hero. Nembhard at 63 is getting cheap again. Another guy who just didn't make shots the other day.
Gillespie,
dude. Yeah, Grayson Allen's out again. Sure, you could easily play Gillespie. We kind of knew the Vince Williams minutes were coming to a. They just are what they are because that Memphis just does what they do. They are going to play 50,000 different players and play in between 18 and 28 minutes. And that's basically where everyone sits. So
Still a lot of assists for
Yeah.
him and like assist potentials, but yeah, the minutes are obviously the problem.
Dude, 6,100. If he was still low fives, I'd be perfectly fine with playing Vince. But at 61, he needs to. It's just. What if he doesn't? What if they don't make any shots on his
If there's no
passes?
SGA, obviously AJ Mitchell at 6K.
He'll be the most popular play of the slate, right?
6K probably.
6K AJ Mitchell when people are just going to assume he's going to be SGA.
Yeah. Do we have Harper back or just questionable?
Questionable. He's questionable, yeah. But that is a massive leap from like just out, questionable.
Yeah.
You know? It's a big deal.
Fiers was part of the rookie crew that got benched for a little bit. Obviously, he played more than Queen did, but still a good price for him.
Still a good price. Mm-hmm.
Should still start. Reed Shepherd let us down.
Yeah, it was a very interesting game because Aaron Holiday had another Aaron Holiday game.
Mm-hmm.
Amin Thompson just dominated, and they just didn't need Reed Shepherd. What I'd say is they're even more shorthanded than normal. Steven Adams is out for this game as well. So no Durant, no Eason, no Adams. There's no reason to think Reed Shepherd doesn't start and just play better in this one.
Yep. Where do we go for the value here?
Davion, 32 minutes. But again, I just don't know what to make of the Davion Mitchell minutes if everyone's back. Clarkson fell off a cliff 20 minutes that last game. Caleb Love played 26 because he got blowout run and a 5K. No thanks. Cam Spencer, John, this is the reason why Vince is not playing. Like they played Cam Spencer 29 minutes.
If he's going to shoot the ball well, they'll leave him on the floor.
Let's see how that game, because I know Jalen Wells played a boatload of minutes as well. I'm just curious how the minute shook out. I know Alvarado had a monster game last time. He almost triple-doubled. That's always in the cards. Like you could play Alvarado in tournaments. Malik Monk is $4,400. 26 minutes in 4 or more in 4 of his last 5.
And Schroeder sits.
I would strongly consider that. I mean, they're playing Monk. And they've won 2 in a row. They've beaten Denver and Minnesota in back-to-back games. So like Monk, you have Alvarado, Shed we talked about. He's been, again, like you said, just incredibly efficient in everything he does. TJ McConnell played a season high 22 minutes last game. I am really going to start thinking about McConnell at this price. If they're going to play, if they're comfortable playing him, I am going to have more interest than not because like eventually we're just going to get to a point where they're like, we need to play these guys to just be competitive and like possibly win games. If TJ McConnell's playing 22 minutes, he's more of a 5K player than he is a $3,600 player. So I think McConnell looks pretty good. You could, if you want to take a shot on Aaron Holiday, whatever. Jacoby Walter started, did basically nothing. He was very good defensively. If you saw the numbers against him and Donovan Mitchell was like 2 for 8 against him. But again, Jamal Shed closed. So I assume that's going to just be the trend.
It's hard to get to Walter, obviously, when there's other just high usage players still on that team. So
Yep.
Anything else?
No, there's a lot of value, enough value.
There is. Shooting guard. Edwards 94. Can play hero here. Ingram 76. Bridges 74. Norm, Murphy, Sharp all in the 7K tier. Mentioned someone went off in that game. That was Brandon Ingram. 37 and 7. 15 of 30 from the floor. 5 of 11 from 3. One of his better 3-point shooting performances. 50 fantasy points versus Cleveland. Now gets a matchup against Indiana.
Price went down, by the way. Makes sense of that one. Yeah. No real objection to much here. Like Ant is obviously in a tough spot, but Ant is obviously pissed off that he was missing all those shots because he's gone for 40 plus in back-to-back and 60 plus fantasy points in back-to-back games. So you can play him. It's an incredibly tough spot, but he'll be low owned. Ingram, his price went down $100 after his best game of the year. And obviously, no RJ again. Mikhail, 74, just, again, 11 shots, 33 fantasy points. Sure, if you want to
Very
go there,
efficient, right?
He's just
the defensive numbers have been really good.
Defensive numbers have been really good. I think Norm's probably a little too expensive with everyone back, but you could play him in tournaments. Trey Murphy continues to just be very consistent. The minutes are going to be a lot. And yeah, we talk Shaden if Shaden plays for sure with who's in and out on that team.
Mr. Leader right now and Rookie of the Year odds.
Oh, it's not even close.
No,
honestly, it's not even close right now.
No, he's smoking it. So 28, 26, 28, 24. Obviously, they have Ball and everybody there on the roster, but it just doesn't seem to matter right now.
I don't need to hear Miles Bridges' opinion on many things, but they asked him they asked him a question on Tuesday, and he's like, "Yeah, Con Knibble's been our best player this year."
No, he's been great.
So he has just been incredibly solid, and yeah, I don't really have like a lot else to add there.
Yeah, I agree. You got him, you got Matherin right below him at 69, Jaquez down to 65, Levine 65. A lot of these guys we've kind of hit on already. Again, it was just a tough game there for Matherin, got into foul trouble, never really found a rhythm. Toronto has been good defensively, and Jacoby Walter, I guess, would probably draw his matchup there. So I guess take that as you will. Plus, again, when Khan is the same price, probably more likely to go in that direction there. Or if Shaden ends up being ruled in, you could play them for $100 more. Yep. Probably end up playing both Sharp and Knipple in lineups.
Yep.
Would you play anybody else in this range?
Honestly, no.
Yeah.
Just guys we mentioned in Gillespie and Mitchell if SGA is out.
And shooting guard for the most part is a lot of guys with dual positional eligibility. We do have Jordan Goodwin, 27 minutes, just didn't hit shots, but
had a bunch of turnovers and kind of got benched too.
But everything else they probably still go back to him, So
yeah, Jalen Wells played a lot of minutes again. We talked about that the other day, and then he followed up with a boatload of minutes. I was much higher on him coming into the year. He had a slow start to the year, but when he makes shots, they do extend him a little bit. And 30 minutes in back-to-back games, you don't see that a lot for Memphis guys, just with how their minutes have been handled.
You also didn't see the Coward jump happening, right? When you were kind of thinking Wells, Coward just steps in and immediately does what you had hoped Wells was going to be doing, at 30 minutes. So.
Yeah, and I mean the good thing for Wells was that they benched KCP, got him out of there, and so kind of his role is gone.
Go back to Caleb Love here if Sharp's out.
No, not a 5K. He got completely lucky with the blowout in that game.
Anything else down here?
I don't think there's anything new.
Okay. Small forward. First name would be Josh Hart at 7K.
First name Josh Hart, 7K. It's good. He's good.
Got Brendan Miller back last game. Played 26 minutes, 21 actual in that game.
Yeah. Front leg of the back-to-back, and then sat the second leg. I have to assume 30 minutes is in the range of outcomes. Charlotte's going to be a tough team moving forward with the emergence of Knipple, LaMelo dominating the ball. Brandon Miller is just an offensive firecracker.
They can't all take 20 shots.
And Bridges is what he is. We know Bridges randomly will have 40 and 12, and we'll be like, oh, right. So it's going to be a tough team to talk. They're going to be an extremely tough team to talk about.
Yep. I mean, honestly, this is a pretty good tier. Brooks, Jaquez, Grant. I like Vassell, but Jabari's there at 62 as well. We talked a lot of Jeremy Grant lately. If you guys watched the show the other day that Grande and I did, the live stream, I was like, his point prop's 19.5. That feels like a good over to take. And he goes and pops off for 35.
Yeah, he had the over in the first half the other day.
Again, this really isn't that new. we know he could score. They were just being very inconsistent sort of with his playing time at times last year. He also wasn't giving you anything else. You're still not getting a ton of everything else, but you are getting at least enough here. So at 65, everything stays the same in Portland. It's a good number.
Agreed.
Any other thoughts on this group?
No, not like particularly.
Is he your favorite of the 6K?
Yeah, I mean, my opinion hasn't changed on Vassell. I think he's probably a little too expensive for the role. I do like Jabari quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we've said this before. Depending on who's in and who's out, the minutes are always good for Jabari Smith. They're missing a lot of 3 key rotation pieces. Should lock as long as he stays out of foul trouble, which he's had a problem doing. He is a good rebounder. He is a good floor spacer. He is a pretty good defensive, like, stocks piler. So I don't mind Jabari, but Grant, if Shaden's out, would be my favorite option there for sure.
5K group. You have Coward, Keldon, who's been a favorite of ours, Kamara, McDaniels, obviously getting Goodwin, Moody. They started Bay. Thoughts there?
Yeah, you can definitely get to Keldon in tournaments. You know, we knew the minutes run would come to an end eventually.
Yeah.
They just can't play him 30 minutes consistently. It's just like, again, there's some rule somewhere in San Antonio.
Yeah, they gotta get Sohan to run.
They have to get Champagny. They have to get 12 people minutes. So I mean, you can play him in tournaments, but you can't trust him in cash. Kamara had another like good game, but hard to like really want to go there at the price. Him and McDaniels, I think, look pretty similar, except McDaniels just has a higher scoring ceiling regularly.
Yeah.
We talk Goodwin, not going to play Moody with a healthy team.
Okay.
Dude, I said it to you the other day. Like, he is a very good, like, he is a good basketball player that was just hurt for a full year.
Yeah.
And during that year, he was part of the Wizards organization, right? Which is unfortunate for him.
He just sat there, yeah.
But he is a good basketball player.
The rebounds are obviously outlier, like, I think, right? I mean, maybe not.
Zion had 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, he back-to-back double-doubles. He did have like some pretty good rebounding games mixed in, but he was never this kind of rebounder before.
Just depends on what they're asking him to do. You know, like if you think about how the Pelicans operate and where like Derek Queen's operating like he's bringing the ball up and like operating from like free throw line, and like there's a lot of people there. There's a lot of opportunities for Sadiq Bey and others to grab. Zion had 1 rebound. You know, I mean,
this isn't a bad matchup for him against Memphis.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
If he's starting again, back-to-back 40 bombs, bro.
Yeah, no Herb, right? So we know that I mean, they scored 100 and
I said 270 in that game. I don't know if 270 happens again, but it's Memphis, so maybe.
Memphis 11th in pace. I mean, it's a Pelican 17th. What I actually have the totals up in that game too, for that game.
238 probably.
238's your guess? 235.
Okay.
We have 238 in San Antonio, Portland. And that's the highest. And New York, Charlotte, 238.
Yeah. I would imagine if everybody's in, Pelle Larson loses his minutes. He played 28. Right?
Yeah, right? I mean, I would assume so, John.
Right?
I would assume so.
If Powell and Jaquez and all them were playing, Pelle Larson's not getting it.
My assumption is you are correct. I would also guess that as well.
I guess I don't know. Jarice is down there. Dort, if there's no SGA, I guess could be appealing, or Caruso. Like some of these Thunder players become more appealing if there's no SGA.
Probably. Like someone.
Some of them.
Like AJ Mitchell will get to Chet and I think Hartenstein with the way he can operate with the ball.
Sure.
But yeah, someone else would in OKC for sure.
Anything else down here? hit the random Chris Murray chalk the other day.
Yeah, he's just he just floats. He's one of the league leaders in track in mileage without doing things on the floor. I know. Sorry, I like could not speak there.
It's okay. It's all right. It's that new car. You know, it's on your brain.
It's true. It's true.
Power forward.
Power forward.
If Giannis is in, obviously it would be fine.
11.5 is pretty cheap. 11.5 is pretty cheap for Giannis.
Not bad. Şengün, I expected him to have a better day in this matchup against Phoenix, honestly, without Mark Williams. Pretty disappointing to see 18-5-5 there.
Yeah, it's all Amen and Aaron Holiday and all the those players you'd expect. Aaron Holiday, Jabari Smith, Amen Thompson.
You highlighted though Towns going to get a lot of the love here, rightfully so. For sure.
Yeah, he's going to be monster chalk. Cup game, need to win it.
Coming off 65.
Mike Brown doesn't want to play anybody else. He just wants to play the starters. He's falling into Tibbs land. He doesn't want to play anyone else. Mitchell Robinson is back for this game, but Towns is going to get boatload of ownership.
Towns and Denny would be the two for me.
Yeah, Denny just fell into didn't play fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Played 31 minutes, didn't play the fourth.
I'm sure Scotty Barnes is live to have a good game, but at 87, I'd rather just not pay that.
Yeah, the price is a little interesting. They raised his price. They lowered quickly and Brandon Ingram's price.
Yeah. Zion's 82. You mentioned obviously if there's no SGA, 76. Would you play Chet anyways? It's got to have SGA out.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
What's the spread of this game?
8.5.
Man, the Thunder are just too good.
Are they 8.5 point favorites if SGA sits?
Yeah, they might be.
They might be. Yep.
Sandy. Didn't Edie leave an injury? Or
he did. No, he did. Like 2 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
He's listed.
Pelicans pretty good. It's expensive, but if you just block out the name, you look at the numbers, you'd be okay with it.
I will not play him if Edie plays.
Sure.
I am very skeptical that he gets 30 minutes in that case, but especially because Jaren played 28. I don't know. I don't know if they would give, and it's 7K. That's like this is the opening night slate again. Like I'm probably not playing Aldama at 7K.
Keegan Murray. We highlighted the rebounding in the last show. Now 44 minutes obviously was not going to be something we expected, but 26 and 14. Again, he did have double-digit rebounding games last year, so not impossible.
I mean, it all comes down to like rookie year. Keegan Murray made 200 threes.
Mm-hmm.
Made the most threes ever as a rookie. Con Knippel's going to break it, but it's a record that's held for a couple of years.
Yeah. I know.
I don't know if I'm paying 66 for him, but it's good to see him playing this way.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. Obviously got some overtime run to help boost the total numbers, but the minutes have been really good.
Yes, the minutes have been tremendous for sure.
You can play Grant here. If there is no Giannis, could look at Bobby Portis. Had a really good game. Only got 27 minutes out of it, but
yep. Because again, it was not a 12-point game. It was not a competitive game.
Got Jabari here, Nas, Keldon, Bay, all these guys we've talked about. You can play a power forward. Any value stand out to you?
I don't know what I'm looking at where Precious Achiuwa is getting all this run from. But they are playing a lot of Precious Achiuwa.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't play Zach LaVine, or did Zach LaVine foul out? They didn't play Zach LaVine. No, he just stunk. They didn't play Zach LaVine or Eubanks down the stretch. They didn't play Eubanks after the 7-minute mark of the second half and basically just played Precious the whole second half in overtime. Precious would have paced he played 29 minutes in regulation. That's now 24 minutes or more in 5 straight games. He's a super low floor player, but he's playing 24 minutes a night. I don't hate it. I mentioned the Jay Huff stuff the other night on the live stream where I was like, I'll just give an honorable mention. He was in massive foul trouble in that game. Once again, Jay Huff was just incredibly productive out there. Foul trouble is live, but he's another in there for a good time, not a long time type of player. And there has been a longer leash on the playing time as well.
Okay. Centers. Şengün, who talked about 99, Bam 78, played with Ware. I guess we got to figure out what that starting lineup ends up looking like if everybody's back.
Dude, how can you bench? I just don't understand how.
I don't know how you would either. You might be more likely to bench Bam.
Yeah. Spoelstra would laugh at you if Spoelstra would laugh.
I mean, they're playing Bam power forward. They only gave him center eligibility still, but
it doesn't matter who's playing what. The Khalil wears a vacuum.
Yes. Well, I'm just saying, you can't play Bam and Ware together, but you wouldn't really play Bam anyway. So he's been too good. I guess what do we do with Derek Queen because he got benched? He still had 23 fantasy points in 17 minutes, but he got benched.
He did. And that's just going to be live, obviously. I don't know I didn't see the quotes or anything. I'll try to find it for the live stream, but yeah, at least he's appropriately priced, right? To where it's not as easy as all right, well, he's 53, he's 54, he's 55. We have to play him. I don't think we're finally we could finally be all right, we don't have to play him.
27 minutes out of Klingon there, went for 40 fantasy points against Milwaukee.
Yeah, and he's going to do that every time out. If Shaden's out again, no Shaden, no Drew, big usage rate bump, really good fantasy point per minute player, just going to play a boatload of minutes. Story as old as time. No reason his price should be going back down, by the way, either.
5,600 Jakob Poeltl?
Yes. The rebounds are trending upwards.
No kidding. I don't, go figure. 13 rebounds.
He's just a good player. He probably shouldn't be this cheap.
Good matchup versus Indiana as well.
Yep.
Landale, obviously there's no Edey.
Yeah, he had a absolute
ceiling game.
Whatever this was. I don't know what this was. He's not a bad basketball player. So if 4,900 is not the best price, but the Pelicans are quite a bad defensive team.
Sure. Again, it's a potential spot for him there. We got a Kalkbrenner.
He's back.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in.
But we talk about this anyways. You could still play Diabate, but do you just play the cheaper one at this point?
I'd probably just play Diabate. Okay. I think he's just better per minute. He's just been super consistent, or Kalkbrenner isn't as active as he is. Musa is just so incredibly active when he's on the floor. But you're not wrong. Kalkbrenner is cheaper.
So. Maybe if they're both going to get the 25 minutes, they pretty much have similar stat lines, right?
Yeah. You just play the cheap. Yeah, you just play the cheaper one.
Cheaper guy. Mamu, obviously, he had a Mamu game again. He's on a little run. 21, 27, 21 minutes, giving you 37, 22, and 30 fantasy points.
Yeah, he's crazy. He's crazy per minute. He's crazy.
So you have him.
And I think the worst one of that was the start.
Yeah, the worst one was the start. Quinn Posca, 28 minutes, 25 fantasy points. Draymond's questionable still.
No, Draymond's back.
Draymond's back. Okay.
He's probable.
Probable. All right. Well, then you got me there. Anything else?
What did I just see? You can't really trust the Misi stuff. He's 4,100. Obviously, we saw that it is live to happen. It is live for Derek Queen to lose time.
Yeah.
This is it
though.
Yeah, you can't bet on it. It's just an interim coach trying to get a permanent job, right? So whoever's playing better for a team that doesn't have its pick, that's probably it. Like, this is not a Jalen Williams spot. Rob Williams has been playing pretty well in like his limited time, but limited time it is. So, no, I don't think there's anything else.
Time to build the lineup.
Ooh, Kenrich Williams is going to make his return for OKC.
Okay. Does that actually impact anything for you?
No, I'm just seeing that Kenrich Williams is available. I didn't know that. They have like 9 centers. Another player that's just going to randomly have a big game for no reason.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to start with some value.
Trying to start with some value.
Bay at 51. Monk 44.
Yeah, I like the Malik Monk price. You have like McConnell, Shed, which they're gonna both come off the bench and just wreak havoc, which was hilarious because they're playing each other. But like, dude, seeing TJ McConnell's minutes in the 20s at 3,600 is like all systems go.
Okay.
I'm not saying he's playing 22 minutes tomorrow, but the fact that he played 26 minutes is all I need to see.
Okay.
Because if they match, if Jamal Shed closes, it's realistically not it's a possibility that like McConnell Nembhard could also be a closing lineup for Indiana.
Yeah. What do we do? Okay, so we got Monk and McConnell. We'll just start with some value here.
Carl?
Yeah.
Or Brunson?
No, Carl for sure. 64-60. We definitely had a 6K play in there.
Amen Thompson.
I'm good with that. I like Amen.
Just gotta not hope it's just the Curry foul stuff from playoffs last year. It was a nightmare. Yeah, probably Reed Shepard or Amen, one of the two.
You're in on a Houston play here.
Yeah, I mean, dude, no Durant, no Eason, no Adams. They don't play a lot of. It's a cup game, and they don't play a lot of. Is Houston? Let's see what their cup status is. That's what Houston. If they lose, they're eliminated, but they also lose if Portland wins, or Minnesota wins, or Phoenix wins, or the Lakers and Memphis win.
So they gotta win themselves, and then hope that other teams.
Yeah, but they will also. Let's see. Do any of those teams play earlier? No, Minnesota. So they might even know. They'll know if they need to continue to play in the cup. If Minnesota loses, then they still have a chance going into that game.
Yeah.
But they play a small rotation. They play a short rotation anyway. So
yeah. So we got this lineup, center, forward, and util. We'll put the full lineup in the Discord for you guys. And again, we'll be live at 5 to break it all down with the latest news and injury notes and lineup, all that good stuff there. I'm on the playbook as well, so I'll have a little deeper dive into this slate to get you guys ready for the 8-gamer that we got kicking off on Wednesday. Again, in the comments section, let us know your favorite Thanksgiving side dish. And Grande and I will be back later. See you then.